Oh my Lanta, is that a dirty truck? That is a very dirty truck. The bugs were quite nasty last night, mixed with some rain, some dirt, some dust, and some mud. That thing is filthy. We have some minor road construction here in Kansas. Actually, this is the second time that we've actually stopped for road construction. The flip before was about 6 miles ago, and now we're stopped again for more. I'm okay with that when I'm here in Kansas, especially because I know they're pouring black, or they're putting blacktop right back down on top of the asphalt that they have now, and there is nothing smoother than asphalt. I wish every single state was like Kansas when it comes to road work. They will rip it up, spit it back into the truck behind them. It does its thing, spits it back, and next thing you know, they're laying it. Like this road work, it won't be here probably tonight. We won't know because we're beat to Dodge City, Kansas, grabbed our load, and back out of here. But I'm betting by tonight, this is all open and the road is done. Kansas, you got her down pat, man. When we get to Dodge City, we are going to switch out our striker that is not working still, to where I can't talk to you, but I can hear you. I want to be able to talk to you. Pretty sure your truck just got put on the video on the camera there. One of the trucks going by, I heard, "Hey Kurt." That is so cool. You guys are awesome, man. Every time I hear you guys say, "Hey Schmidt, how's it going? Love the channel," or if I run into you at truck stops, or actually I run into everybody at weird places that I would never think to run into subscribers at. Sturgis, family vacations all the way out west, just weird places. I absolutely love it, and I truly appreciate each and every one of you. It's I will always ask this, and you guys always tell me in the comments, so you don't have to put it in the comments, but I don't know why you guys watch this channel. Alright, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to go to Dodge City, Kansas. We're going to pick a load up of, it's going to be steak tips, and then we're going to take that back up to Dakota City, Nebraska. This is just a simple drop this trailer off and hook up to a loaded trailer. And the trailer was actually ready a couple hours ago, which surprised me. I wasn't expecting it to be ready till like 11 o'clock noon, and it was ready a lot sooner. I actually think those projects, I was wrong about them. They're going to take a little bit longer than scheduled. Looks like they're putting in some new passing lanes running across the highway there. That's where we're going with all those trailers. It's a lot of trailers. You know, I was saying earlier about how much I love Kansas in the wise of their road work. I don't know if the state of Kansas or the city of Dodge City is in charge of these roads right when you get into Dodge. They're horrible. I don't know what the plan is here, if they're ever gonna. I've been coming here for years and they've been this bad, so maybe they're just gonna leave them alone, but you just kind of bounce and beat and bop all the way through here. Such a nice girl checking. Such a nice girl checking us in right there. We got to the back of the trailer because we got to open it up and they can see that it is empty. She goes, "Have you ever met anybody taller than you?" She was a shorter gal. I go, "Yeah, actually I have. I have a couple buddies. I have California, I think he's 6'5". And then Waldo, the guy I used to work for when I pulled those belt trailers, I think he's probably 6'6", if not a little taller." She goes, "Wow, that has to be weird looking up at people." I guess sometimes I forget how tall 6'4" is. I do actually forget that. When we take pictures with other people, I look like Andre the Giant beside people. I always tell everybody it's easier being short than it is tall, so enjoy being short. Not too sure how old she is, but we got an oldie behind us now. They always put all those tags on the front of the trailer, but then they never take them off, or a lot of people just pull them off. So then you always find a boatload of wires hanging or zip ties hanging all over the side of the trailer. We might have to stop and get this washed. We are going to stop and get the truck washed for sure, but they might have to wash this one up too. We have a pretty nasty air leak in the trailer. It's not filling up with air like it should. Oh, I can hear it back here. Hear that? Really wish I could crawl under there and figure out exactly what it is. I might have to. I really don't want to because it hurts when I crawl right now. I don't know what it is. The airbags aren't even filling up. I think this is going to ruin my day. Someday, not right now, but someday we will wash this truck and then break the towels out, go through everything and dry it up, because she'll be all polished up, good paint, good stacks, good everything. Right now, we pay to make everything work. We have some worn out parts we got to replace this weekend when we're home. Those are the stuff we concentrate on right now. And I still got one more in high school and one that just started college. So those are the things to concentrate on right now. We're in Salina, Kansas at Blue Beacon. This beacon, years ago, I got a really bad wash at it. And I didn't come back for like 2 years because it was a horrible wash. 2 times in a row, I think. And then we started coming back here. they get the old grill cleaned up pretty nice. As for our trailer issue, airbag. Yeah, she had a blowed out airbag on it. And guess what? I didn't have to pay for that expense because I don't own that trailer. So finally, an expense that I don't have to pay for. That's awesome. I didn't think I'd ever find those. If you caught it in a previous video, I was having some trailer pigtail issues where you plug the cord into the trailer lights, and I ended up... Is that a cricket? Yeah, it's a cricket. I thought that was a huge spider. I ended up using a bungee cord. And I thought I was never going to find those shims, and that's what we got. Those shims, you put them underneath that, where that plug... Look at the tail light out. You put them underneath that plug-in, and well, you don't have to use a bungee cord. How wide is a normal lane on a road? Like if you're running down the interstate, how wide is that lane, guys? I was going to jump out with a tape measure once and just try to figure that out, but I didn't do it, and I don't really want to do it. It's kind of not the smartest thing to do on a highway or interstate. This bridge right here says it's 10 feet wide, and I know we can fit in 10 feet, but we're just kind of curious. Like your county roads, your state highways. I know out in Indiana they are insanely thin for state highways, but everywhere else seems to be relatively okay. I think my dually's actually wider than my semi though. That thing's got a really fat butt. That is pretty narrow with a really rocky drop off right here. I don't know, it just feels like, I don't know. This is 10 feet, so. Welcome to Fairbury, F-A-I-R-B-U-R-Y, Nebraska. We're about 50 miles from jumping on to Interstate 80 here in Nebraska. And this is kind of the calm before the storm. Even though Yeah, this time of night 80 shouldn't be horrible, but Interstate 80 is just one of those interstates that kind of just never really calms down. It's not as bad as Interstate 65 though. It's got that interstate beat pretty good on the calmness, even during the daylight hours. Fairbury is not a big town. It's kind of a tiny, well, it's a town. Let's just leave it at that. I don't know if it'd be considered a city or a town. I would definitely call it a town. A bigger town, but a normal town. It's not as small as my town. My town's got 1,200 people in it. So I wouldn't consider it that small, but it's definitely got more of an atmosphere. The restaurants, the shopping center, whatever that is over there, kind of thing going to it. 4. That's the number of cars we've seen in the last probably 65, 70 miles. 4 cars, man. That's Interstate 80 behind us. We're gonna see more than 4, but it's looking pretty quiet. There is a downside to running the 2-lane roads. Look at that shiny hiney. That's pretty. There is a downside. We did end up killing a trash panda. I hate it when that happens. A trash panda is a raccoon, if you guys don't know. I seen one come across the road, and I kicked the cruise off, and about the time I kicked the cruise off, the other one came across the road, and unfortunately it didn't stand a chance. So I think they're cute, trash pandas. How awesome would that be to have a pet one? I want one. Oh. Hey. But as for right now, it is peanut butter and jelly time. I'm going to take a quick little break here, eat me some peanut butter and jelly, and then we'll get back on the road. We're not too far from Lincoln, Nebraska. That'll be the next town, next city we go through is going to be Lincoln. And then after Lincoln will be Omaha. Then after Omaha will be Sioux City. Then after Sioux City will be Dakota City, Nebraska. And then that's where we'll be making our delivery. We do have to stop one more time, and well, where we're dropping this trailer off, they like that refrigerator, that fuel level to be over 3/4 of a tank in the reefer. A little bit overboard. 3/4 of a tank in a reefer would last, set at the temps that these things are set at, would probably last a solid week. But that's what they like it at, so we're stopping. We're top that tank off. That way they're nice and happy. Well, now we're just racing the sun. I don't want that sun to come up. We got the reefer topped off. Next stop, we're gonna drop this trailer off and hopefully beat the sun coming up. Morning commuters. Morning commuters scare the living crap out of me. I can, well, I was just pointing this fact out to the wife. I think it was the other day when we were moving Tater Tot to school. Morning commuters are the ones that always have the phones up on. They don't even try hiding it that they're on their phones. I don't know if everybody needs to check the Facebook right away in the morning, or if everybody just wakes up and just, oh crap, I'm late for work. But morning commuters, it's crazy. Afternoon, it's still a little nuts, but nothing like mornings. Well, the back held in for 626 miles today, so I can't complain about that too bad. It's tender, but maybe it is getting a little better. Who knows? That's all I got for you today. We're going to regroup and probably do the same thing all over again. You guys stay safe, and as always, I'll see you next time.